All right guys, Freddy Fabricate here again. Today I have my TRX 90 gas tank here. Very custom, as you can see, all aluminum TIG welded. And I pulled this out of my scrap bin. I have no idea what it's from, but it's a cool knob of some sort. And I'm gonna try to adapt it to this gas tank. This is a 1.5 or 1.25 NPT thread. I found a piece of black pipe that fit and I just cut it off. And I'm gonna come up with something that fits in here like a slug of some sort. I'll press it in and pin it, and then I'll just weld the top. This fits over this fairly well, like that. I'll weld it together and nice easy gas cap. And I'll drill it for a vent. I have one of those little CNC milled vent pieces with the tube on it. I'll attach to it. All right, so I did a little digging in my bolts bin. I came up with this 1/2-inch guy. I'm gonna just turn this down slightly in the lathe, like that. Press it down in here, drill it and pin it, and take my threaded end, slide it down like that. I'll leave a little bit sticking up, and then I'll weld it to the head of the bolt and it'll be done. All right, so I used the digital caliper, went inside the bore. Nothing crazy here, guys. You're just getting something close. You can see 497.5 thousandths, so roughly 1/2 inch. When I come down to the bolt here, shoulder, I started turning it down already. It's a little big right now, so I'm gonna turn it down to hopefully 495 thousandths. You see that? And then we'll make it a slight press fit. So I'm gonna try to explain this as best I can. I've been creeping up on my final diameter. I'm gonna try to come in at 494, 5,000, something like that. None of this is that critical, guys. But when I measure it now, let's see if I can do this. I'm at 506 thousandths. So I got about 507, got about another 10 thousandths to go. I'm gonna definitely do it in a few passes, but if I move my cross slide, you have to remember that every mark on your dial is 2 thousandths because you're taking 1 thousandths off, technically 1 thousandth off each side of the spinning round object. All right, the last operation in the lathe is to drill a hole through the bolt. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna allow the little air breather that I'm gonna put on top of the cap to breathe through the bolt. Without that, you know, the engine won't run right. You'll have no way for the engine to breathe. didn't see any reason to fully weld this. I just put a tack on every point of the head of the bolt for now. And I think that should be fine. Maybe I'll weld it later, who knows. But anyway, I need to now bore some sort of hole. I'm gonna go with a 1/8 NPT pipe thread, I'm thinking. I had this laying around. This is just a little breather vent, but I need to come up with a way to attach it from the cap to the vent. I think I'm gonna make this out of aluminum, chuck it up in the lathe, cut 1/8 threads onto one side, male threads, and then on the other side, just make a little barb that could slide into the vent cap. All right, I spun the part around, and I'm just going to take this down so it fits inside this little tube here, put a little barb on the end, and we'll call it done. All right, moving right along. I took the digital caliper and I just scribed a couple lines from the edge, made a little hex pattern. Then what I'm gonna do is just center punch a hole dead in the middle of that hex. That'll give me my center. Just something quick and dirty, guys. You know, we're really not going that crazy with this project. This is the little nipple with the 1/8 NPT thread I made up on the lathe. That's just gonna slide down on there like that, and this will screw into the top of our cap, and then we have a breather. And I got this nice and loose in the vise. Just gonna hold it down. Got a 21/64 drill bit. That's what it calls for a 1/8 NPT pipe tap. Modification, guys. Just opened up the inside diameter of this nipple a little bit, and I think I have just the right amount of flow. This guy is gonna screw into there. What a beautiful thread that is. Then we got our tubing. Let's see, this one here. Probably not. I'll screw it together and show you what it looks like. Alright, this is the final product here. Probably just put a little pipe dope on here once I find something that's suitable for gasoline. Use that just like that.